Happening, everyone? Yeah, sorry, running a little bit late. My shift went long. Jim and Gurpreet did not show up for the fries, so I had to pull a double on the fries. Okay, Hex price is down. PulseChain didn't 100x yet, and we all got to make ends meet. Okay, so at least they let me wear my Hex shirt here. They let me wear my Hex shirt. They let me. I got my validators running in the back on the UPS system, so life is good overall. You know, it's be blessed, right? Got to be blessed. Um, anyways, I love to use my McDonald's theme when all the FUD or the down happens. It helps lets me go back to my roots. You know, remember why we're all here. Okay, remember why we're all here. Chad Donner Swans, this guy's never worked at McDonald's nor had a carb in his life. What's happened? What's happened? Welcome, Chad. Welcome. Yeah, super late today. I had to change the time, and then I still couldn't make it on time. So one of those days, like I said, if I schedule something plus or minus 15 minutes, and then sometimes it'll be longer. So, but I'm here, and it's probably my last stream for a week or two. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see. Got some family time coming up. What's up? Good evening, Whistler. You must be in Europe, I imagine, if it's evening your time. Good evening to you. Pretty cool stuff. Besides the absolute meltdown of the ecosystem, which happens every 6 to 9 days, it seems, things are going pretty well. Validator's still going burr. We'll get into that as well. And definitely talk about the PLS Burn. I mentioned this a little bit on my stream last night, the burning of the validators, which is pretty cool too. So talk about that. Thing that no one's paying attention to that is actually pretty exciting. So we'll go to that in a minute. Let me check the APR. Now, like I said, it's not very accurate these days. I would not rely on it because I've got different numbers, script events, and I've talked about this too, and I don't think they factored in the 4,096 validators that have exited and are exiting and are putting their sweet PLS. Was that 131 billion? I believe is the number. Let me get my numbers real quick. 131 billion. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'll pull up graphics' tweet as well. No, not that. So 131 billion per burnt form PLS burnt from supply. Any additional rewards they're going to burn. Amazing. Extra 0.1% of the supply gone. I like it. I like it. So very cool. By the way, again, this is a Validator AMA, so get your questions in. I'm probably only going for about 20 minutes today. Yeah, 20 minutes in total. So get your questions in if you have them. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of go through some of the things I think are interesting. Manny, Max probably tripped to the Validator cable in the server room. The server room, aka the frozen fry area, the freezer area, where we get all the onions, quote onions that go on the cheapest burgers, all the double cheeseburgers, all the onions which are freeze dried something or another's, and all the sweet French fries. I do like McDonald's French fries. I'll say that. Closest thing to food I've ever seen. Yeah, definitely increases institutionalization and will increase the APY, of course. But common sense isn't. But common sense, it seems, isn't so common. Yeah. True that, Richard. True that. We've already seen it tick up, which is interesting. First time I've ever seen APR tick up. So maybe it's like the machine is, that as it goes, it's factoring all the stuff in. And maybe over time, we'll see it go up to what it should be. Assuming there's not a ton more validators coming online soon that would balance it out. But let's see. Let's go to statistics validators. Yeah, 20,800. I wonder if that factor, I guess it's not factoring. So yeah, it doesn't show the exiting ones either. Interesting. And to be a validator, wow, we're about a sack price, 3,200. 3,200 to become a validator, just shy over it. Very, very interesting. And the globe, the beautiful globe, USA. And we got all of the world though. USA, South America online, Europe, blazing over here. Yeah, we still got our South African friends there, looks like. Russia, China. Got our Asian friends here too. Australian. Pretty cool. New Zealand. No Antarctica yet. We got six continents, I'm going to say. We got India too. Yeah. 6 continents. But not even Alaska. Look at that. Even Alaska and Canada, of course. Yeah, 6 continents online, I'm going to say. Come on, Antarctica. Come on, scientists and penguins, get your stuff together. Whistler says, are there any validators left that burn PLS? So the ones that were burning it are exiting. That's a good question, though. Are there validators that are also burning PLS? See, that would be cool to get. Maybe that's what Alex is doing with the GraphQL. Is it GraphQL? Some other data aggregation stuff. Being able to query the blockchain. That would be cool to be able to say, tell me all of the PulseChain validators that are sending their withdrawals to the burn address. And then we can get that number very, very quickly. So I think these tools are coming. A lot of the data analysis tools are coming. For PulseChain, it's going to be pretty sweet. I'm excited for that. I am very excited. There's nothing not to be excited about. I don't get it. Price go down, price go left, right, plus price go whatever. All good. What's up, Hex Huddle? Saw you last night too. You still huddling that Hex, bro? I imagine you are. So pretty cool here. Dare I go to the Beacon chain to look at that? The Beacon Explorer. Yeah, not everything is working quite properly. So stuff that may not be accurate, the APR, which seems to be ticking up. So maybe eventually we'll get some number like that. We'll see. And what else? Yeah, let's go to Beacon Explorer. It's been a while. Beacon Chain. Active validators. Yeah, there's a graph I believe Richard showed too. Or somebody tweeted. Maybe that was Poseidon. Oh, we did get it 22. See, I haven't even looked at the numbers. Last time I looked at the numbers, it was like a 20,000. And then we actually got up to 22. Cool. And then drop it off. So this looks like the validators exiting. This looks like only half have exited, let's say. Pretty cool. I like that line goes down. It's good in this case because it means stuff's getting burnt. Pretty cool. Validators, Validator Leaderboard. Yeah, I mean, I haven't. So people talk about that too. Yeah, let me get to this real quick. This is about what I was talking about. How's your validating going? I don't think I've logged into my validator in a week, I would say. I haven't checked any stats, haven't checked anything. I can check it from here if I want to, use my public key to look at my validator and see how things are going. Every once in a while, I'll do that. But people say, there's, I guess, some common misconception or like, I've heard on Twitter from time to time, oh, you can't go on vacation. You got to stay close to your validator. You got to watch it all the time. If you set it up correctly, like I'm using my own scripts, right? I'm pretty confident my scripts work well. They're stable. Again, no guarantees or anything, but I'm using them. And I don't know. I don't plan on doing anything the only maintenance things, and let me drop this in chat in case people are new to the validator scripts. So if you go to maintenance, I'll talk about this in the FAQ. If there any maintenance involved, keep validator running. There's only 2 things: pruning Geth. So my validator scripts use Geth and Lighthouse as the clients. And that's something you just need to do quarterly, bi-yearly, and just so it doesn't fill up your disk space. You can read more about it. Did I not put any links here? Well, there's links where there's links in the scripts somewhere that talk about the pruning part, so you can understand more about that. And then if there's a parameter change in the network or there's some critical bug, right? Prism had a bug the other day. The devs are like, hey, update. Richard tweeted about it. So if Richard announces some new network parameters or there's some critical bugs or whatever, update the clients. I have scripts to do both of these. So update client, boom, pulls all the updates, does all the stuff for you. You're good to go. Takes about 30, 60 minutes to redo everything. And then the pruning part, again, you can set this up to be automatic with the cron job, all that stuff, or just, I don't know, like I said, I just plan on logging in my validator when I want to like look at something. I'm curious, but I've been testing scripts for a while. Seems fine to me. Why would I need to log in and like look at all this stuff? A lot of people like to look at the graphs, and they like to look at Prometheus, Grafana stuff. And yeah, I have it set up too, but for me, it's like validator go burr. Like it's fun, but you don't need to pay attention to it much, in my opinion. So again, it's not validator advice, not professional advice in any way, but for me, I don't think I'm going to just start bleeding for no reason. I don't think my server is just going to like start acting weird. They don't typically do that unless if you start with a clean server, you start with a good foundation, and you install things properly. Again, I started with a clean operating system, clean Ubuntu. I used my scripts to set the validator, and that's it. So I don't expect to start bleeding because something crashed or whatever. These servers can stay up for years. Like literally, some servers, the operating system itself can stay up for years without any crashes and stuff. Not saying you should do that. Obviously there's security issues and bugs and stuff you need to update and fix, and that affects the kernel, which means you need to reboot most of the time. But in general, if there's any bugs in the validators, you just update the validators. You update the clients. You don't need to reboot for that. And if you need to prune, don't need to reboot for that. So yeah, here's a script to do all the stuff. And that's where you can learn about pruning too. So when a validator gets a penalty, where does that go? Somebody asked that question the other day. I don't know. I don't know. Did I answer this the other day? Maybe I answered it and I forgot. I think I looked it up. Did I look it up? I keep forgetting to answer this. Where do Ethereum validator penalties go? Maybe I asked ChatGPT and had to answer. That's what it was. They were burned. Yeah. Effectively burned. So penalties subtracted from validators balance of the beacon chain are effectively burned. Yeah. That's something I said the other day, and I totally forgot the answer to it. So anyways, by the way, happy Validator AMA number 21. 21 of these things. Shout out to Bitcoin. 21 million. 21 is a good number. Fox Monitor. Yeah, it's I hear you. But I don't know. That's why I don't take one side or the other, and I just go with it, because especially things that aren't knowable, I just don't see a lot of benefit in it. So anyways, any thoughts on Richard Hart, Andrew Tate, Richard Hart stream? That'd be cool. I've not heard anything about it. Rumors. That'd be cool. Jay Waller. Yep, I clipped Jay Waller interviewing that. I watched that one as well. Pretty good. Again, I only got about 10 minutes left. I'm going to try to keep it validator questions. After 4096 Genesis validators exited, maybe someone adds 69 validators again, which will burn. Who knows? Never know. We like those numbers, don't we? We like those numbers. Validator question: did one of your validators do sync duties? If so, do you see some missing ones? Do sync duties. I'm not sure what you mean by sync duties. They sync the blockchain, and then they make attestations on the blockchain, and they validate blocks and stuff. So I'm not sure. If you want to rephrase that, I can try to answer it. Sync duties. They all do the same. Each validator you can run multiple validators on a server. Each one are doing the same thing. Is there a good way to monitor your validator node in case something happens? Special cloud setups. Honestly, I don't know what would happen. I don't. And again, I'm the prepper, right? I'm the one that's like always trying to think ahead and be proactive and stuff. I've been in tech forever. I've seen servers run for years without problems. Unless there is a client update or you're running out of disk space because you haven't been pruning. If you have a clean system, nothing else on there running, you shouldn't have anything else on there running. I don't run anything else but a validator. I don't run any Ethereum validators. I don't run anything but PulseChain validator software and anything supporting that. That's all I want taking up my system resources. What, other than you needing to reboot or something, if you have some security patches to install for Linux itself, the operating system itself, or the supporting software, I don't know what would happen, because everything is very self-contained, right? Like, as long as you're the only one who has access to it, go through the security AMA and all the security stuff we have on there if you want to learn more about that. But I don't know what could happen. So what I do, let me tell you what I do. So every once in a while, I just go in here and I click on my validator. This is not mine, but I'm just clicking on one. I click on a beacon chain and I see if it looks like it's in good shape. If it says 98, 99, 100%, good. If it says active, good. That's what I do. I don't like stress about monitoring it or anything like that. Some people like doing more than that. To each their own. I don't personally worry about it, because again, I set up my scripts on a clean system and I don't touch it after that. I just let it go burr. And I just look at, the only thing I look at more than anything is like how many priority fees I'm getting. That's fun to watch every once in a while, just see things go up. Look at the withdrawal address to see things getting topped off. Let's see if this shows it. Yeah, some of them don't show it. I don't know why. Let's see this one. Maybe they didn't set a withdrawal address. I don't know, but it should be showing it combining a whole bunch of the pluses to lower your balance down to 32 mil around that, and then putting those in your withdrawal address automatically. Of course. New network, guys. New network. Aren't you glad you're early? Already answered this one. If yes, do you see some missing 900% of sync duties? Yeah, I don't know what sync duties. I'm not familiar with that, the way of saying that. No, this doesn't show it either. Gosh. I don't know if they don't set their withdrawal address or not. I don't know. RHMax says, are we more decentralized now that Gen validators? Well, yeah. I mean, by the logic of when you have 4,000 dev validators, owned by the dev team, so 15, 20%, 10 to 20% of the network owned by the dev team, and they drop off, then yeah, I mean, logically that would be more decentralized, because you're not centralizing a percentage of the network in the hands. I mean, they would be benevolent anyways, right? They're exiting and burning their pulse, so they're benevolent. But if you like decentralization, PulseChain just got more decentralized. On the Beacon Validator page, you see 3 tabs. Like, oh, okay. So yeah, there are different duties that validators participate in. One sec, I'll go to that. All right, whatever. You should see on some validators, it shows minuses after a certain period of time. There's like 20, 24, 20, 30 different PLS pluses. And after that, it'll regularly, maybe just people aren't setting with their withdrawal address. I don't know why you don't see it everywhere. I would think people would set that because it's actually more secure setting it too. And I went through that in the security AMA or security thing at 1.2. Yeah, let me share that. Let me put this up here real quick, because I don't think a lot of people have seen it. So I did this whole diagram on security. So yeah, if you want to understand the keys and that kind of stuff, keys and seed word security for validators on Ethereum and PulseChain, the PulseChain is just a fork, so it's the same concept. This is like what happens if the validator gets compromised, the different situations, what can happen. And it's actually, I found out doing this, going through all the scenarios, like actually setting withdrawal address is actually more secure, because if they steal your seeds, then if you haven't set a withdrawal address, then they can generate the new set of keys with their own withdrawal address and then exit. But if you have set it, they can only exit and then it still goes to your address because they can't set it again. So it's actually more secure to set the withdrawal address. Pretty interesting. And I haven't seen anyone else do anything like this. So actually it's pretty unique. It could be. I've never seen Ethereum people do a diagram that talks about this. There's one video where a guy actually even says the words, tries to explain the security around validators. And I learned a lot from that, but like we're pretty new as far as people actually explaining this type of stuff. So I thought this is like my contribution. I was like, okay, I feel like I understand this. Again, welcome feedback. Anyone has feedback about this or thinks I'm missing something or something's not quite right. But I've had at least one other person who do validator stuff to look at it and said that, yeah, that makes sense. So to me, it does as well. Okay, 3 tabs. Is where you're talking about the tab attestations, validator page, block attestations, and sync duties. Okay, yeah, I guess there are different duties that validators can participate in. The 3 tabs. You're talking about these 3 tabs? Income proposals, blocks. Anyways, yes, their reload image. Attestations. So you have attestations, deposits. Yeah, send me some more information on that. I would like to break that down a little bit more too, because I know there's different things that the network can get validators to do. And so apparently sync duties are pretty rare. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I have to check my validator too to see if it was doing any of that stuff. Interesting. Good point. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter. Send me a reference to this because I'd like to know more about it. Yeah, I can't. I know that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think it's these, but I can't click it. But I want to know more about it so I can explain it better next time too. Good point, Manny. Thanks for bringing that up. I'm always learning more too about like certain areas and like certain nuances around this stuff. So definitely interesting. All right, last question. I'm gonna hop off. PLS validator payout seems lower. Definitely not 22. Yeah, I've noticed. I think I added up the other day. It was 17% when I added mine up, and I got in that sweet 40% APR period as well. So I kind of averaged out. I DCA'd my APR DCA'd down as more validators came online, and I only saw that I'm getting around 17%. But again, it's so hard because this is based on a year, and we're looking at not even a month worth of data. And the APR is highly volatile, or it has been the last month, right? It just went down since more validators come online. And then we're not factoring in yet the burning. There's like a lot of things that this is just not going to tell you. So I would say over time, we'll get a better estimate or use a different system to calculate it. But right now, 17% sounds current. Yeah, it could be. But yeah, I don't think it's accurate. But again, it's not even a month old. So there's all kinds of things. This is not a priority. Like if I was Richard, I would not prioritize getting this number correct. I would prioritize PulseX features, other stuff going on to take care of. This would be on the list of things to do for sure, but I'm not making my devs work on this first. So to me, it's not a big deal, but it's definitely doesn't seem to be what you would like set your finances up to like. So that's why you can't even, people are like, how much money can you make being a validator? We don't know. We can guess, but even the numbers we have to guess off of aren't quite accurate yet. So we gotta wait and see. When PulseX pulls, no idea, Ben. No idea. I'm having fun on the yield farm right now. Lots of people are having fun on that. So, as soon as that staking will come, when it comes, yeah. All right, everyone. I'm about to hop off again. Things are going great. I'm very excited. Hex can go down, Pulse can go down. I don't care. This ecosystem's awesome. The tech is seriously cool, and I'm very proud and very excited that we can participate in it. And the community is still awesome. Just because people take one side or the other and they want to talk about this or whatever, it's always going to happen. So regardless, it doesn't make your validators burr any less hard. So none of that matters to me. I think we're all doing the best we can here. That being said, thank you all for tuning in. Catch replay, gang, if you just got here. And yeah, I don't promise to answer all of my questions, but if you have any burning validator questions, you can shoot me a message or at me on Twitter. And if I have time, I'll try to get to you. So with that being said, Scivive and 5555. I'm trying to enjoy my break. I'll be on Twitter on and off. Probably won't stream. Maybe I will. You never know. But I'll be definitely a lot more quiet on stream for the next couple weeks and just enjoying a break. So that's all. All right, everyone. Scivive and 5555. I'm out.